What up, guys? Another day of everything is synced. Another day where everything and everyone around me is synced. Once again. I don't know if you could see the cars in the reflection of my glasses. They're synced next to me. And everyone is synced. All these cars are synced. Everyone's synced. I went to my grandma's house and I was just like throwing this thing away in her trash. And it's like a thing from my car that it's like this bar thing that like goes across the car, and then you like pull it out. It's like a sheet thing. I guess you put things on top of it or something. But it's just basically a big piece of trash taking up space in my car. So I was just like gonna throw this away in my grandma's trash can. I have to go around and I have to open the garage door to put it in there. And then when I get in there, there's a cup sitting on the lid of the trash can. It's a Burger King cup and it's like half empty. My grandma's last name is King. And there's just a half empty Burger King cup sitting on the trash can lid. So I'm just saying that happened. Is it a thing? My grandma was also wearing a butterfly shirt. She's like, a lot of the times when I see her, she'll be wearing a butterfly shirt, or she'll be wearing a red shirt. It's like an MK Ultra butterfly, I think. Like, did someone tell her to put this butterfly shirt on? She's always synced. And I love my grandma, but she's always synced though, and I don't know what's going on with her. And does she want to sync? Do they want to sync? She looks like she doesn't want to sync. Like she actually loves me and cares about me, and she doesn't want to sync. I don't know. But she had a butterfly shirt on, and then the Burger King thing, and then I went into her bathroom to brush my teeth. And there was a half empty can of Pringles in there. So like, I don't know, it was like a half empty cup on the trash can, and then a half empty can of Pringles in the bathroom when I go in there to brush my teeth. And like, they know ahead of time that I'm going in there to brush my teeth. Like the orchestrators know ahead of time. So I think that was like, I don't know, it's just a half empty thing again, and like in the place where I'm going again. So like, I don't know, it just felt like that was like the same thing again. But my grandma's last name is King though, and it was a Burger King cup, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? And then her TV, they're watching TV. They're watching like this live show on TV, like some talk show that's like live, like political talk show or whatever. And I swear to God, I'm not a schizo, and the guy was syncing on the TV. The guy was like doing directed conversation synced with what I was doing. So that happened. And then her dogs are always sinking, and my grandma and grandpa are always sinking every time I go over there. And I love them, but why are they sinking though? What the fuck? I'm just trying to unravel the mystery every day of why is it synced out here. And then my grandma is always doing directed conversations too, and she was like, at a synced up moment, she's like bringing up this poster that like I lived over by, like downtown. I lived over by like District Table and Tap, and they have like a event center there where they have shows. They'll have like comedians and like music artists come in, do shows there. So there's a poster for Kat Timpf or some, whatever her name is. She's like a stand-up comedian, and her name is Kat, K-A-T. And like my grandma came to pick me up one day, and she like points synced at the poster as we're like taking off, and she's like, I want to see her, she's funny or something. She's like, I've seen her on TV, she's funny or whatever. And then like she did it like a few other times, like when she was picking me up, she'd like keep like pointing at the poster synced. So then last night she's like, you remember that comedian lady that was on that poster outside of your apartment? And she said it at a synced up moment. And then she was like, something. She was like, I saw her on TV the other night or something. She's like, her son has cancer or something like that. And like they'll always be talking about like cancer and death synced and stuff like that. Like someone has cancer. So I think that's what that was. And I'm just staring at my grandma like, what the fuck? And she's just always doing directed conversations like this. But then like, I'll look at her face and it looks like she doesn't want to do it sometimes. It looks like she's like wincing, like she's like like a lot of them look like they're like in pain, like they don't want to stalk, like they feel bad. But they're like forced to do it, like the movie Eagle Eye. But I don't know. That's the fucked up part, is I literally don't know. What is it? Is she forced to do it? And I'll never know. And then, like, if I ask questions, they're just gonna gaslight me, and then so I don't know. I just went to the grocery store and the thing was beeping again, the security thing, like if you walk out of there without scanning something, it goes off, you know, when you walk through the door, it's like beep 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 beep. That thing is broken, apparently, he says. He said that it's broken, and then it's been broken for a long time, if that's the case, because it's been broken for like 2 years or some shit. but it's always just going off, not randomly, but randomly, but synced up though, not randomly. So it was just like start and stop synced a bunch of times, and it was doing it like the whole time I was in there today. And then the thing in my car is like, what is it? I don't know what it is. I forget what it is, but like when you turn the car off and then like a little while after that it goes like Ging! It's like this sound. It's like a clicking sound. Whatever that is, it syncs. Like, so, I don't know how this works. Like, my car is like 25 years old, and that thing syncs, and the miles to empty thing, when I turn the car on, will say a number usually when I turn the car on. Let's see if it does it right now. Oh, it's 125 this time. So, I don't know. But it'll be like 113, or it'll be like 33 something, or it'll be 193. Here come the stalkers. Here's the stalker parade. But yeah, my grandpa, he can like barely walk now, and like he sinks, and like he looks like he doesn't want to sink. What's up with the sink? I don't know. Like, I don't hate all of them, because I don't know, or I don't think I do anyway. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know. Oh. But I just be like staring at my grandma, and I'm just like, fuck. Like, I want to ask her, like, what's going on? Why do you keep doing that? But it's just not worth it. Because then they turn it around on you and shit. And her dog will just walk in the room synced and shit. And bark synced. But let me think. They were making a bunch of sounds last night. Like, there's some guy with some machine making sounds, like, I don't know, doing something in his yard or whatever. And it was extremely loud and extremely synced. And then there was a dog barking last night, synced, and a bunch of cars driving by me, synced. And And then this morning, a tan car drove by me, and then there's a frequency in my ear at the same time as it. They drove by me doing a drive-by shooting for the gang. For the Tan Klux Klan. And all these cars driving by me are synced. So I'm trying to think what else. I know there's something else I wanted to say. There's still a bunch of planes every day. I haven't seen any today yet. Or wait, I think there was one, maybe. I don't remember. There's a few yesterday, though. Again. It's been like 2 weeks in a row now, I think. Or something. It's been a bunch of days in a row where there's just a bunch of planes every day. And helicopters. And then, like, it's weird, like, I'll just be sitting there, and then, like, I'll, like, clear my throat or something, and then a car is coming all of a sudden. Like out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? It's like shit like that kept happening last night and then this morning. Like, I'll just be sitting there or whatever, and then, like, I'll do something else, and then here comes the car all of a sudden, and it's like, where did he come from? Like, he's just driving out all of a sudden, like... What the fuck is going on, man? Am I in a dream that I can't wake up from? Am I in a coma? Wow, all of the cars are synced. The entire time I've been sitting here still. All of the cars are synced. Here comes this pink car again. I think it's the same one from before. A pink SUV. I used to see pink SUVs all the time that, like... I don't see it as much anymore. That's the first one I've seen in a long time. But it used to be a thing. Like the white SUVs. I would just, like, see, like, a bunch of whiteys and then, like, a pink SUV with them or whatever. The church bell is synced, and all the cars are synced. And the Faith Regional car is synced again. The church bells are always synced. The tornado sirens are always synced. The thing on the fire station is like, ding! Is always synced. The dispatch thing on the fire station is always synced. The intercom things everywhere are always synced. Like inside of buildings like Walmart, the intercom and the music. Like, they'll play directed song lyrics at me at Walmart, and the music will start synced or whatever. Or the song will change sync or whatever. And then they'll be playing like a directed song lyrics. Like, the song will start playing as I'm walking up to the checkout or whatever. Shit like that. But like the intercom things, like the one in the library sinks, and then sometimes it'll just be like boop, and then they don't say anything. It's like, why do they do that? Or is that to like signal something? I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it, but it sync though whenever I hear it. And then the intercom things on the banks, in the car washes. And like when I walk by the Wells Fargo bank, there'll be a car at it, and then like when I walk by it, or when I walk by the crosswalk or whatever, the person inside the bank will be talking through the intercom and be like, "Hello, how are you doing today?" So that's the sync culture. I don't know what's up with it, but that's the sync.
I don't know what the fuck the niggas doing, baby.
That's the sync. There's sync birds everywhere I go. I see sync birds right now. And then there's a white SUV parking synced, and but anyway, what else is there to talk about? Everything's just synced, and we're all fucked because everything's synced and orchestrated and rigged. AI controls the world and controls all the people everywhere except so like I don't know why do they target people though, just to torture them for fun or what? Like, yeah, they've been hitting me with a lot of directed energy weapons lately. Today and yesterday. Or today, I mean. And like it kept happening at my grandma's house. And is it my grandma or grandpa doing it? Are they pressing the button? Who's pressing the button? Or is it like could they just do it through your phone? Like, do they even need a bot to shoot you with a directed energy weapon? Like, could they just like put a signal through your phone or something, or like I don't know. But this morning though, a tan car drove by me, and it happened right as it drove by me. So I think people were shooting me with directed energy weapons. Maybe it's like a Ravenclaw directed energy weapon or whatever. Or maybe it's a cell phone. Or what is it? I don't know. And then it's like they'll hit you with the frequency and then they'll do something after it, like they'll do an engine sound or a sound effect, or they'll be stalking you all in your face or whatever. Or they'll have like a burst of stalkers jump out or whatever. It's like at the same time as or like right after you get hit with the frequency, it's like to like agitate you. Wow, all these cars are synced. And then my paycheck usually comes in on Fridays, and then now it's coming in on Monday or Tuesday, like 4 days late. And like, is that part of the targeting? I don't know. It might be part of the targeting. Like everybody else got their paycheck already and I'm still waiting on mine, or what? Like, I don't know. It might be a thing. It might not be. It might just be late. Now I see a guy with a red hat, a red shirt, and red shoes. Is he gonna sink? Bet he's gonna sink. Alright, I don't know. That was anticlimactic as fuck. There's a bike riding by me right when I turn my camera around though, and there's a white car driving. Ooh. It's got a D2 on the plate, 42, Masonic 42. Is that the Masonic 42? Did you hear the car start when I zoomed in on it? I think that was synced. Is it a white car too? Oh, it's a black truck. It looks synced next to me with this tan car. The black truck. A bird flew up off of the roof in front of me as a car drove by me. Right directly in front of me, as the car was directly next to me. But yeah, I'm just like sitting there talking to my grandma. She's doing all these directed conversations, and she'll like start talking synced, and then she's like scratching her head and doing this. Which is the thing the stalkers always do. They'll scratch their head and then they'll be like, rub the back of their head. It's just the stalker maneuver that they do. Like, I don't know why. They do it synced as fuck though. And then she has like an ice maker thing in her kitchen, and it kept syncing. Like, it keeps like going synced. Or like she's syncing with it or whatever. I think it was syncing though. I don't know. But it was synced though, I know that. And then if I walk by a refrigerator, it's gonna sink. Maybe. Like everybody's refrigerator sinks. On the refrigerators at the grocery store, just everything sinks. This guy is synced. Everybody's synced. So it's just me out here and everyone's synced. Another day, I'm trying to find the ones that aren't synced. If you're not synced, hit me up. Let's do unsync things together. You can pass the blunt unsynced and do unsync things like a regular person. There's a fly flying. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. Is that last night I get out of my car in like the middle of the night at like 4 a.m. or something. And I open my door and like this moth flies up synced. Like I'm putting my shoes on and then this moth flies up synced and just like flies up into the door. And I'm like swatting at it, trying to get it to fly back out, and it just keeps flying in. And then I'm like trying to like clap it and like smack it, and it just keeps flying in and flying toward the light. And then it was just in my car then, and then like it flew out of sight. Like I lost sight of where it was, and then it flies back in, like up at the light, synced again. Like at a sync moment, it flies back up by the light. I see it again. It did that like a few times, and then I swatted it, and then it disappeared. I don't know if I guess I killed it, because I didn't see it after that. But I couldn't find its body though. But that was annoying as fuck though, the sync moth. There's people on this bike, one's got a red shirt synced and they're gonna sync again. I think he's got a blue shirt. One's got a red shirt and one's got a blue shirt. Is it the MK Ultra sync? I think they turned when that white car drove by. Did they turn synced with it? They're turning when that white car drives by. Is that synced? They probably synced with that truck, right? They're coming around the back of that car as that truck drives in front of it. Is that synced? Looks synced as fuck. Did she just point? I think she just pointed when that car drove by, right? There's a bird flying by that looks synced with the bike straightening out. Was that synced? Oh! And like when they rode by the corner of this building and a car drove by it, is something gonna happen when they ride by it this time? This car drove into sight when they rode by it. Is that synced? Probably. I don't know, but they were synced as fuck. Synced as fuck. There's a one light white truck. I tried to catch the one light white. The camera doesn't turn around fast enough on Twitter Live. I need to go on Instagram Live. And I kept hearing jets flying over me last night too that I think were stalkered up. It's a lot of shit going on constantly. And people yelling in the distance, stalkered up and shit, and talking synced, and just cars pulling up and stopping on the street next to me and shit. There's a one light red truck with his arm out the window right behind a blue truck, and he's laughing in the passenger seat with his arm out the window, and he looks like he's I got my arm out the window in one light. And we're behind the blue truck and we synced. Look, he's sitting there and he's looking at us. He saw us. And then what do? Do they go drive to the other side of town with their one light red truck and drive by another TI? Or is there any other TIs around here? It seems like I'm the only one because every time I hear anything, it's synced, like I said. Like anytime I hear a siren starting, it's synced on me. Or a church bell, or a tornado siren, or a car alarm, or whatever, truck beeping. So like, is there any other TIs around here? Or are they on the other side of town from me or something? Because every time I hear anything, it's synced. So I don't know. I guess I'm the most popular TI to stalk in town. Maybe there's some other ones, but they got like lower level targeting than I got or something. I'm getting synced on by clouds and the TV and the wind and leaves blowing around in the wind and shit. So I'm on like 6 stars, one level. They got like 3 stars or something. They're just getting a few cars stalking them or something. I don't know. But I'm trying to find them though. Where's the unsynced ones at? This fly is flying and synced again, or maybe it's a different fly this time. I don't know. Buzz off. This white SUV. They're creeping. They're the sync creeps. Right when I turned my camera back around, I heard a sound. It was like someone unloading something or whatever. But what else? Oh, my dreams. I was having a dream last night where I only remember like the very end of it. But it was these stalkers that I saw, or I guess they were stalkers, because everyone's a stalker usually. I think they were stalkers. I'm not really sure about it, I guess, but I'm pretty sure. There's the sirens. They're stalkers. There's these people that they were like customers that when I worked at Sonic, they came a few times. And I saw them in my dream last night, and they were stalking me. And I was recording them in my dream. Is it stalker? There's a black car and a silver car, and then two white cars. Is it the black and silvers and the whiteys? And then it's a black car driving by me as a silver car drives into sight. Is it the black and silvers? But yeah, my dreams will always be synced up, and people will be like stalking me in my dreams, and it seems real. Like it seems like people are actually entering my dreams or some shit. And it's like the same way that it is in real life. Like it's stalkered up in my dreams. And it's like unpredictable like it is in real life. Like it is like a bug just flew in front of my windshield as a white SUV drove by me. What's gonna happen next? I have no idea. It's gonna be synced as fuck though, I know that. So it's like that in my dreams too. And then it's like people will be like just acting weird as fuck in my dreams, and like it's like some Freddy Krueger shit. Like I don't know if it's those people in my dream, like those people that I'm talking about, like are they the ones entering my dreams, or is it someone else like cosplaying as them in my dream? Or is it the AI projecting things into my dreams, or is it what? I don't know. But it seems like a thing, and then they definitely can see my dreams. I know that 1000% that they can see my dreams, because they'll sync things with it in the real world when I'm halfway asleep and I'm dreaming, and I can hear the sounds around me in the real world. There'll be an engine sound or a siren or a garbage truck or whatever synced with the syncs in my dreams, or synced with me walking up to an intersection in my dreams. All of the time, like every day. Like every time I wake up in the morning, usually that's happening. Like I'll be dreaming like right before I wake up, and then like It's weird. And then it's like people will be like bullying me in my dreams sometimes. They'll be like holding me down and like poking me and shit. Weird shit like that. And it feels like real. It feels like it's like, I don't know. What are dreams even? But I'm just sitting over here by the 5G tower, soaking up all the radiation. So I think that's all I gotta say right now. So I think that's all I gotta say right now. There might be a plane on the way when I end the video or something. I don't know when the planes are gonna be back. I don't think I've seen any today, but I'm sure there'll be multiple of them again. Maybe not. Maybe there won't be any planes for a month. The train horn is synced. Do you hear? Train horns are always synced every day. And then people's phones will always be ringing synced. Like, I just want to like try to, with all these videos, I'm just trying to like explain how synced it is. Because even if I record it, I don't catch everything. But like, everything syncs. My phone will be ringing sync, people's phones will be ringing sync. And then people will be talking on the phone, and they'll be like, okay, bye. And they'll hang up right as I walk by them. And then everything. And they'll just sync anything. And then they'll sync the same thing over and over. And things fluctuate, things come and go. Like, and like I'll see like a bunch of head scratchers one day. Like a bunch of people will be scratching their head like all in one day or some shit like that, or they'll all be touching their nose, or they'll all be whatever. Not like all, but a lot of people, I mean, like throughout the day at extremely synced up moments. Or like I'll see a bunch of one headlighters one day, or like I'll see a bunch of one headlighters for like a week straight every day, or like I'll see this is always like everything is always fluctuating, and like the train horn synced again. And all these cars are synced, and train horn, and all the cars, and this white SUV has an 84. Did you see the 84? I don't know if you could see the 84 on the Whitey's plate, but it said 84. '84. I don't know if you can see all the sinks in my sunglasses, but it's synced as fuck out here. It's synced. Oh. That car was just sitting behind me until I turned my camera around, and then he started driving at that moment. The train horn is synced. All the cars are synced. Why are they synced? Am I Magneto or something? Am I like Dr. Manhattan or something? Like, why do they gotta sync around me constantly and try to make me go crazy? Like if I'm like creating, if I'm like in a creative mode and I start like creating something, or like I'm making a beat, or I'm writing lyrics, or I'm like getting deep into creating stuff, they'll start like a bunch of sirens and noise harassment and hit me with dues and shit. And have people like yelling and shit. It's like they don't want me to like meditate or create or like get in like a flow state. It's like, why? Like, what's... Like, what's gonna happen if I get in a super flow state? Am I gonna, like, turn into the Incredible Hulk or something? Why do you need to send 1 billion, trillion synchronizers per minute? And make a bunch of sounds and sync on me in my dreams, and and do weird MK Ultra shit and try to like cast spells on me to like make me tired or make me feel some type of way or make me like implant thoughts in my head or like implant like doubt and shit like that in my head and like jealousy and like all this weird shit. Just like any negative thing, like they try to like do these directed conversations where they're like saying shit to like make me feel some type of way or whatever. Be like, I'm tired. Oh, I had a synced up moment. I don't know what type of thing I am, but I must be some type of thing, I guess, because fuck. Or is it just like a random pick out of a hat and they just torture a random person? Or what? Like, why, dude? But I think you gotta have a strong mind to handle this shit, though. So I think they target people for a reason. Like certain people they target for a reason. And then there might be like other people that are targeted for other reasons or whatever, and it might be targeted because you're a whistleblower, or you might be targeted because you pissed off the wrong person or whatever, or like you might be targeted by a corporation. Like maybe there's people who are just targeted by Amazon cars because they pissed off Amazon and they just see Amazon cars stalking them. They don't get all the sync birds and shit that I get. But I get the Amazon cars and the FedEx cars and the sync birds and the garbage trucks with one light and everything. So now I see the whiteys, and I think that's the end of this video. I see a bunch of whitey bots, and they're all synced up with each other. And the AC things. Are always turning on and off things. Is it because you're trying to go after the child predators? I don't think so, because they've been doing it before that. Like they were doing it on the first catch that I did. When I look back, I didn't know that they were doing it back then, but they were. Like on the first catch that I did, there was a cop in the parking lot. When I get there, like pulled someone over. It was like a fake pullover. I didn't see him get pulled over, but they're just like there at the place that I'm going to meet the predator. The Walgreens parking lot. Like at the time that I'm going to meet him, you know? And there was a bunch of cops on the way there, I remember, and they're probably meeting me right at intersections and shit, but I wasn't awake to the stalker simulation back then, so, but I guarantee they were like right at the curb at the intersection and shit like that. I bet $1,000. And then when I look further back, like 10 years or whatever, I think they were doing it back then. So I don't know if it's been my whole life. Like, do they study you when you're in like kindergarten or whatever, and they like determine like who's gonna be a rebel or whatever? Like who's gonna have a mind of their own. And they target them. I don't know, but my whole family is in on it, or I don't know if it's my whole entire family, because I haven't seen everybody since before my awakening. But the ones that I have seen are synced. And all the people that I thought were my friends are synced. And maybe they were my friends, but they're synced. And they're stabbing me in the back either way. Whether they want to sync or not, they gotta sync. There's a conspiracy like that. They had special programs for the gifted to try to find psychic children. Yeah. I think they do shit like that. I think I've probably been targeted my whole life on some level or another. Or at least since I woke up to like around like 2012-ish, when I started to wake up to like the New World Order and everything. Because I wasn't always like that. Like, I was kind of brainwashed. but still, like, I don't know. I don't know when it started. But everybody on Invasion of the Body Snatchers is synced, and that movie came out in 1975 or whatever. And Truman Show came out in 1998 or whatever, and have they been syncing since then? And how long has AI been around? Has it been around a lot longer than we think? I don't know, but it's here now and it's synced. That's all I know. The AI loves to sync with puppet people and puppet things and creatures. And clouds and storms and literally making shapes with clouds, which I just realized the other day. Which I think I've seen that before, but like the other day it was crazy. Maybe I can catch it on camera someday, so I can show you that I'm not schizophrenic. And I wasn't tripping on mushrooms when I was looking at the clouds. I wasn't tripping on mushrooms, guys. It was literally clouds that turned into a skull synced. And a Punisher logo skull at that. Guy just ran across the street directly next to me and ran up on the sidewalk directly next to me. Are they gonna stand behind me or something? Are they gonna do sinks behind me? Were they doing it in a triangle? I bet it was in a perfect triangle formation, wasn't it? So I don't know, you got any more questions or something? I'm about to get off here, I think. There's a fly flying in my face sink. Did you see it? There was also a white SUV driving behind me at the same time. There's a guy on a motorcycle behind the white SUV. There's a white car behind me synced with the motorcycle turning. A bird just flew by me simultaneous with the car driving by me. It's just endless entertainment out here. I needed a bag of popcorn right now. It's just a whole movie, 360 movie around me. The surround clown system. There's a guy on a bike, synced. He's got a camo shirt and a camo hat.